Broadcasting worldwide. This is From the Third Eye. Now, here's your host, Hunter Parker.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of From the Third Eye. I'm your host, Hunter Parker. Of course, it is episode 27. And today on the show, we're going to do something a little bit different than we normally do when it comes to technology. We're going to stray away from the technology a little bit and talk about resources that you can use if you or someone you know is dealing with a mental health crisis or just need someone to talk to. We got you covered today on the show. So do check that out today. That's what we're going to do. Plus, I know it's been quite some time since I've done a bashing zone, and we've got a bashing zone for you today. So stay tuned for that. Before we get into the show, I will let you know that the show's website is almost completed. We're almost back online again. So by my next show, I'll have the website done, and I will start promoting the site again on the show. So be on the lookout for that. Now, let's get into today's show. So if you or someone you know is in a mental health crisis or you just need somebody to talk to, I'm going to give you some resources today on when you can do just that. So if you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, or maybe even if you're not, you're just going through a hard time and need someone to talk to 24/7, you can check out the Crisis Text Line. Their website, if you want to get more information, is www.crisistextline.org. You can chat with them via WhatsApp if you have that. I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff, but you can. But the actual way to do it is through text message. So you just grab your phone, text to the number 741-741. Just text hello or start or anything, basically, to get this conversation going. Once you text your first response to that number, you'll get an automated text asking you to give more information of what you're texting about, and they will connect you with a volunteer crisis counselor who will listen to you and give you the help you need. Now, if texting is not your thing, which it isn't for some people, you can call 988. That's 988 is the number. You can talk to a highly trained crisis counselor about whatever's on your mind. If you're depressed or having some anxiety or having thoughts of suicide, they're a good resource, and they can connect you with resources to help you as well. And that is nationwide. Now, you can also text 988 as well, or you can go online and search for 988 Crisis Line on Google, and you can find their website, and you can chat with them online as well if you want to do that. Now, another resource as well is if you are in the state of Michigan and you are in Oakland County, you can always call the Common Ground Crisis Line by dialing 800-231-1127, and you can talk to somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, you can also go to www.commongroundhelps.org. Go to that website, and you'll find the links to chat with the 988 or text with 988. You can also find other resources as well. Now, if you're in a crisis situation, but it's not urgent enough to call 911 or go to the hospital, you can also utilize their mobile crisis unit. Just call the 800 number I gave you, 231-1127. tell them your situation. Then they can refer you to the mobile crisis unit, which is available from 8 a.m. to midnight, I believe, 7 days a week. They can come to your house or wherever you are and just talk to you, and they will help de-escalate the situation so it prevents you from having to go into the hospital or seek attention from 911. So that's a good resource to have as well. I've used it myself before, and they're great people. Now, if let's say you're not in a crisis situation, but you just want someone to talk to about everyday life, well, there's a few resources for that as well. It's called the Peer Warm Line. Now, a warm line is not intended as a crisis line. So if you're going to call the warm line and say, I'm having thoughts of harming myself, they're not going to take your call. They're going to direct you to 988 or your local crisis line, because they're not trained in dealing with those types of calls. Those warm line calls are supposed to be where you can talk about everyday life, whether it be what you did today or what you're going to do tomorrow or anything like that. They're not used for crisis calls. There's a few warm lines available that you can call. There is the Michigan Peer Warm Line, which is only available for those in Michigan. They're available from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m., 7 days a week. When you call the line, you can you get 20 minutes on the call, and you can call twice a day. So check that one out. Their phone number is listed on the Common Ground website, so you can find their number there, as I don't have the number off the top of my head, but their number is listed there. You can also call the Project Return Warm Line, which is out of LA. They do take nationwide callers, so out-of-state callers, so you don't have to be in California or Los Angeles to call them. You can call from anywhere. They are available between the hours of 5:30 p.m. and 1 a.m. our time, Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, and 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. With this line, again, you get 20 minutes during your call, and you're allowed to call once per day. You can look up Project Returns Warm Line on Google to find their phone number. The last warm line is out of Alabama. It's called the Wings Across Alabama Warm Line. They are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and also accept out-of-state callers. You can call once per shift, and you get 15 minutes on the call if you're from out of state. If you're an Alabama caller, you get 20 minutes on the call. You can reach them by dialing 844-99-WINGS. That's 844-999-4647. Anytime, day or night. If they don't answer, they'll just tell you that the call couldn't be answered at this time, and they will do their best to call you back as soon as possible. So check those out if you want to just chat about whatever you want to talk about. They're available to do just that. So those are some resources for you if you have any problems or need to talk to somebody. I hope those were useful for you. Now, let's get into the Bashing Zone. Today on the Bashing Zone, it's going to be brief because I don't have much to say about this, but I'm going to share a story with you guys. So today, the other day, I had a really bad bruise on my arm, and it was from when I was donating plasma. I had a chill, and I flinched when they were putting the needle in me, and I didn't, it hurt pretty bad. It made a bruise, and so the bruise was really bad. I went to urgent care. The urgent care I usually go to, they've changed a lot since I last was there. They got some new people, and a lot of the old people that I remembered are gone now. I got this PA, I'm not going to say his name, but I got this physician assistant. And this guy made it sound like that I needed to follow up with my doctor and that I might need to see a surgeon to get my arm looked at, possibly need surgery, all kinds of hogwash. So I started getting pain in that arm. So I went to the ER and I saw the doctor there who I've seen before. And he reassured me that it looks worse than it actually is, and that I don't even need to see my doctor, nor go see a surgeon, or any of that stuff. It'll be fine. And he basically said that PA should go back to school. Who in the heck tells a patient that you need to go to a surgeon when you don't? It wasn't that bad, apparently. I mean, they need to get their crap figured out. I mean, they got these PAs now that don't know anything. I mean, I'm not against PAs. They're a step below a doctor. But really, I wouldn't want him to be my doctor. My God, he had me worried for nothing. So ever since then, I decided that I'm not going to go back to that urgent care. No way in.
What?
Am I going back to that urgent care? I will go somewhere else. So that's all I have to say about that. That just really irritated me that he made it sound like it was really bad, and then it turns out that it wasn't really bad. So what do I know? So, with all that said, thanks for tuning into the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back, of course, in a couple weeks for another edition of From the Third Eye. If you have any questions or comments and you'd like to send me an email, you can do so. The email address is fromthethirdeye@duck.com. That's From the Third Eye, all spelled out, at duck.com. You can send me an email there, and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. The website is coming soon, so by the next show, I should have it back up and running. So check that out as well. So with all that said, thank you so much for tuning in every single show. I appreciate all the support that I get. We'll see you. This show, of course, is available anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, and Spotify, as well as the website. You can check that out as well, and it's also available on the OCTV YouTube channel as well, the video version. So, with all that said, thanks for tuning in. I'm Hunter Parker, and we'll see you next time.